Hey everybody, what is up? This is Loans, back with another Madden 18 rebuild. And in today's rebuild, we are going to be doing a team that is surprisingly bad. At the beginning of the season, this team was projected to be in the top of the AFC West, and that is the Denver Broncos. Now, over on offense, here lie a lot of the problems. We have three quarterbacks here, none of them above 76 overall. Trevor Siemian, Brock Osweiler, Paxton Lynch. None of them are good. I don't know what John Elway is thinking here. He was a great quarterback back in his day, but he cannot seem to find any quarterback talent. So that is going to be the first focus of this rebuild. We've got CJ Anderson, who I'm not really too sure about. He might be good, he might not. We'll have to see what happens with him. Demarius Thomas, Fowler III, whoever he is, I'm not really sure. I don't pay too much attention to the Broncos, to be honest. And then Emmanuel Sanders at wide receiver. And then another major problem on the offense is the offensive line. We have a rookie left tackle with Garrett Bowles. We've got Max Garcia, Matt Paradis, who's not too bad, Ronald Leary in at right guard, and then Alan Barber at right tackle. And then over at tight end, we've got an aging Virgil Green, 82 overall, and I believe he's on contract this year, so he's one that we probably won't sign back. And then on defense, I decided to make some big changes here. The Denver Broncos normally run a 3-4 defense, and I believe in this year's Madden, the 4-3 defense is definitely the way to go. So I went ahead, moved him over to a 4-3. We've got Shelby Harris, Pico Sr., Derek Wolfe, and the big change, Von Miller down at left end on our offensive line. Still got Aqib Talib, Chris Harris Jr., Bradley Roby, and at cornerbacks. And then we've got Justin Simmons and Darian Stewart at free and strong safety. We've got Shaq Barrett at right outside linebacker, who really doesn't fit the scheme anymore. We've got Todd Davis and Brandon Marshall in at middle linebacker, who both, they're really not that great. And then we've got the Rock over here, Dwayne Johnson, in at left outside linebacker. Okay, it's Shane Ray, but it definitely kind of looks like a young Rock. But he's in a right outside linebacker. Once again, doesn't really fit the scheme, so we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with him too. And I'm thinking the best way to go about this is move Brandon Marshall over to left outside linebacker. And then use Shaq Barrett and Shane Ray as trade bait maybe on draft day, see if we can get some more first round picks. And then this team is not looking that great. The defense might carry them to 8 wins. The offense is going to be a major problem. So we'll go ahead, go for 8 wins on the year. We've got a couple superstars here in week 3. We've got cornerback Martwan Brown, who probably isn't going to help us out too much right now. But Aqib Talib is getting old, so he might be somebody that we pick up. And then we've got Carlos Randall, who is a sprinter at Stanford, who is now playing halfback. And once again, I'm not really sold on CJ Anderson, so he might be somebody to look at too. But I'm still dealing with that scouting glitch. It's really annoying. But here is Martwan Brown, B zone, B man, B minus press, not looking that bad. And right underneath him, we have Carlos Randall, who is actually a power back. Was not expecting that. A minus stiff arm, B plus carrying, B trucking. I've seen better power backs, but if his speed's up there, he might not be bad either. And here we are at the midway point, and the season is going just as planned. We're 2-5. We are tanking, looking for that high draft pick, and there are a lot of good players in this draft, so the higher the pick, the better we are looking. So once again, we've got a defensive player winning the Heisman, Stanford right outside linebacker, Lester Whitley, and I believe he's somebody that I've scouted already. I'll have to look. And he is, and he's not looking that bad. Projected mid-first rounder, B tackle, B block shed, B minus hit power. So that will be the end of the season for us. And we did terrible. We finished 3-13. Last in the division, so hopefully that'll be the first pick in the draft for us. We were worst in the NFL in offense, 32nd overall, and 31st in defense, so the defense did not carry us to any wins like I thought. Trevor Siemian did not do very well at all, as expected. 3,593 yards, 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, was sacked only 61 times. Only 61 times. Brock Osweiler managed to throw an interception. CJ Anderson didn't do very well. 812 yards, 7 touchdowns. Demarius Thomas, 947 yards, 6 touchdowns. Emmanuel Sanders, 888 yards, 4 touchdowns. And Benny Fowler had 639 yards and 1 touchdown. Garrett Bowles did not do very well. 26 sacks given up. Alan Barber gave up 11 and Max Garcia gave up 10. And the defense that was supposed to be the bright spot on this team was not. However, Todd Davis had 165 tackles. That is not bad. Shaquille Barrett had 131. Von Miller had 97. And the defensive line might have been the one bright spot on this team. We had Von Miller with 13 sacks and 16 tackles for loss. That's pretty good. Derek Wolfe with 8.5 and 10 tackles for loss. Shelby Harris had 7.5 sacks. And Damata Pico had 5 sacks, 12 tackles for loss. We did not get very many interceptions, which hurts us quite a bit. Aqib Talib had 3, Shaquille Barrett had 2, Chris Harris Jr. had 2. So really quickly, we'll go over the awards here. I don't know why we even are. I doubt we had anyone near any of the awards. We had Russell Wilson winning the MVP. Offensive Player of the Year was Alex Smith. Defensive Player of the Year was Vontaze Burfict. We're looking at best quarterback right here. Do we see Trevor Siemian anywhere in here? No? There is a really bad quarterback right there, though. We had Von Miller in at second for best defensive lineman. So that was pretty disappointing with the awards, but as expected, this was not a good team, so shouldn't really think that I'm going to get too many. We will check in here, see what the All-Star Game MVP was, and it was quarterback Ben Burton. And I believe that's the one that I've been eyeing. And it is, and he is looking really good. He's a strong arm quarterback. He's got A- throw power, A- throw accuracy short, and B throw accuracy deep. He is 24 though, which kind of sucks, but hopefully he'll be a high enough overall to offset that. So for the Super Bowl, we have the Atlanta Falcons beating the Oakland Raiders 35-28, which is not looking like to be a likely outcome this year at all, as the Oakland Raiders are not a good team for some reason. Wow, that is some amazing hair. And it is time to draft. We have the 2nd overall pick, and there are quite a few positions that we need. In this draft, we have to get a quarterback, and now we have to get a middle linebacker. Todd Davis turned down my offer to re-sign him, and then I don't remember who it was, but some team offered him a load of money that I was not willing to pay for an 82 overall middle linebacker. So we're going to have to figure that out too. And the Jets start off taking a cornerback. So that is an interesting decision there. We're going to go ahead and take Ben Burton, who is guaranteed superstar. And now I'm kind of backtracking here because we've got Case Janikowski, who is also looking really good. Projected 3rd rounder. Was a 1st rounder, but he didn't go to the combine. A- throw power, A- throw short, B- throw deep. So actually, here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to take this trade from the Colts. It's going to be 1st round pick this year, 2nd round pick this year, and our 1st round pick next year. I feel like this is the way to go. So I think with this pick, we're going to take Corey Howard. A- tackle, B+ hit power, B pursuit out of Alabama. 7.2 combine. So it's not looking like he's going to be quick or superstar. But we'll see here. 80 overall normal. Ranked 13th in true talent, we took him at 5th. So I am not really sold on CJ Anderson. So here in the 2nd round, I'm going to take Harlan Blades, A- juke move, B+ carrying, B ball carrier vision. And he's an 82 overall normal development, ranked 7th overall, and we took him at 34th. So I think with our next 2nd round pick here, I have to pull the trigger on a quarterback, and it's going to be Case Janikowski. Skip the combine. I know it says he's a late 3rd round talent. He was a 1st round talent until he skipped the combine. So he's got A- throw power, A- throw accuracy short, B- throw accuracy deep. He's 79, normal development. He's already better than the quarterbacks that we have, ranked 22nd in true talent, and we took him at 37. So I'm going to go ahead and trade away our 3rd round pick to the Saints. We're going to pick up a 2018 3rd round pick, a 2018 4th round pick, and a 2019 5th round pick. So they gave up quite a bit to get that pick, and I didn't even have anybody that I wanted. So we're going to go ahead and here in the 3rd round, take Heston Clark. Not looking that great, but 72 quick, so that's not too bad. Says we reached a little bit, 102nd in true talent, we took him at 81st. So to start out the 4th round, we need to take a lineman, so we're going to take Gabriel Lavoie? Something. We're taking this guy. And he's 79 overall normal. So not the dev trait that I wanted, but that 79 is really nice. Ranked 23rd in true talent. We took him at 98th. So I have to take this guy. I know it says he's a 5th rounder. We're taking him in the 4th. A- hit power, B+ pursuit, B finesse moves. He's a 3-4 pass rusher, but we're going to move him to right end. And he's 75 overall quick. Ranked 37th in true talent. We took him at 111th. So here in the 4th round, we are going to gamble again on somebody that skipped the combine. we're going to take Fisher Whitlock out of Washington. I know absolutely nothing about him. You skip the combine, this could either go really good or really bad. And it's going to be pretty bad. 106th in true talent, we took him at 123rd. And with our 5th round pick, we are going to take Jamal Bell, B+ catch in traffic, B catching, C+ spec catch. Hopefully he's good. And he's a 70 overall, 183rd in true talent. We took him at 130th. His route running is super low, but everything else doesn't look that bad. So we need a strong safety, and here in the 6th round, that is where we are going to go. And for those of you that have watched my videos before, you know that I cannot draft safeties to save my life. So we might as well keep that trend going here with this guy, Stephon Barnes. And okay, 75 overall, quick development, 53rd in true talent. We took him at 162nd. So, like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to safeties. I thought this guy was going to be bad. He turned out to be good. Okay, so with our final pick of the draft, I am going to take Taylor Navar? A lot of weird names again. You might be wondering why I'm going to take this guy. And he is a big red zone threat wide receiver. And his top 3 skills aren't looking that bad. B catching, B- catching traffic, B- spec catch. I'm sure his route running is probably in the tank. But what we're going to do with him is move him to tight end. So hopefully, I know he's going to be like in the 60s when we take him. But hopefully he ends up being a decent tight end. He's going to be like a 67 or something. Oh. A 61. So hopefully when we put him over to tight end, he'll end up being a lot better. So not my best draft, but not a bad one by any means. Our first pick, we took Corey Howard, 80 overall. Normal development, if I remember right. Normal development. And then we took Harlan Blades, 82 overall. Another normal development. We didn't get that many development traits in this. Our 3rd pick here, we took Case Janikowski. Once again, normal development, but he is a 79 overall, which is not bad. Heston Clark with our 3rd round pick here. Gabriel Lavore, that's going to kill me. 79 overall, normal development. Stanley Baber, quick development, right outside linebacker. So he's not looking too bad. We're going to move him down to right end. Fisher Whitlock, didn't know anything about him. Just grabbed him, skipped the combine and everything. Jamal Bell, not my best pick there. Stephon Barnes, thought he was going to be terrible, ended up being 75 quick. And then this guy here, we're going to move him to tight end and hope that he is better than 70. I doubt it though. And the Vikings took Ben Burton. He is an 81 overall. He's 24 years old, but he is superstar as we knew. He's looking pretty good. So I might have messed up by not taking him, but still, we ended up with a pretty good quarterback out of the deal. Okay, and so for the start of year 2, this team is looking quite a bit different. We've got Case Janikowski in at quarterback, Harlan Blades in at halfback. We're probably going to trade CJ Anderson. He did not do very well for us last year. We've got Demarius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, and Henderson in at wide receivers. And the line looks a lot different. We've got Ronald Leary in at left tackle, Lavoie that we drafted in at left guard, Paradis at center, Whitlock at right guard, and Garrett Bowles moved over to right tackle. And then we have Hewerman in at tight end. And then on defense, it's looking quite a bit different again. We've got, apparently Von Miller's in at right end now. The computer just did that. And we'll see how that goes. We'll keep him there. We've got Pico Sr. and Derek Wolfe in at defensive tackle. Then we've got Baber that we drafted in at left end. And then at cornerback, we've got Aqib Talib, Chris Harris Jr., and Bradley Roby, Justin Simmons at free safety, and Barnes in at strong safety. And then at linebacker, we've got Shane Ray, Corey Howard, and Shaq Barrett. So for the end of year 1, the Broncos did terrible, ended up with the 2nd pick in the draft. We got better at some key positions, we got younger, but this team is going to be a tough one. Hopefully the guys that we drafted progress really well, but I have a feeling like the offensive line is going to be a problem and the linebackers might be a problem as well. But that is going to do it for this first episode of the Denver Broncos rebuild. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for regular Madden 18 rebuilds and some occasional MUT content as well. Thanks for watching. I'm out.